You're listening to Townsquare Sunday. Baseball is back in New Bedford. The New Bedford Bay Sox will soon be kicking off their season in the Whaling City, the 2019 season. And joining me to discuss the 2019 version of the New Bedford Bay Sox is their general manager, Tammy Silvera. Great to see you again.
Thank you, Jim, for having me on.
For those who don't know, the Bay Sox play an approximately 40-game schedule throughout June and July, with playoffs hopefully in August. Home games are played at Paul Walsh Field. They are members of the New England Collegiate Baseball League, which has an affiliation with Major League Baseball. So, Tammy, how is the 2019 squad shaping up?
It's looking pretty good. We pretty much have a full roster right now. We have a lot of players having some tremendous seasons at their respective colleges, and we're hoping that they can take that with us here into New Bedford and get a lot of wins for us this season.
So explain how it works for those who may not know. These players come to New Bedford in the summertime after their college season is over, and some of these players have played at very big schools.
Yeah, correct. So we have a lot of great connections with a lot of the college coaches around the country, and so we recruit them for them to display their skills and their talents for a couple of reasons. One is, for those players to get better for their next season at their colleges. A lot of them will be returning in the fall and having, 1 or 2 more years left. But also, too, is, to give the fans, a great experience with some of these players. We have many scouts at the games as well. And, we do have a number of players get drafted every season from not only our team, but also the league. Last year we had over 100 players get drafted into the, Major League draft as a league. So these players will be moving on either to their colleges or hopefully, sign a contract.
You may hear some more names called early in June when the Major League draft is held at that time.
Correct. Yes.
Give us 3 or 4 players you're excited about bringing here.
Well, we have a couple of returnees that are coming back. We have Sam Henry, who's from Southern New Hampshire, a local kid out of Middleborough. So we're looking forward to seeing him. He's having a great season at Southern New Hampshire. Andrew Raposa, another local kid from Barry University. We had Rafe Charment. He's from Trinity College in Texas, one of the All-Stars last year. He's phenomenal. He's quick. He's a great kid. And some players we're really looking forward to watching again this year.
Okay, and how about Chandler DeBross? Is he back?
He will not be back with us this year.
Okay.
Yes, unfortunately, yes. So, a loss there, but he's doing a couple of things this summer that he needs to, get done for school. So, but if he wants to come back, I'm willing to sign him up again.
Sure, but school comes first,
yes.
Really. And again, folks, these players, no, they're not major league players. Some may not make the major leagues, but they have a chance to play at a higher level. They're very skilled players. They are one of the New England Collegiate Baseball League, one of many, many collegiate leagues around the state, not around the state, but around the nation. And these players are recruited. That process, when does that start, really, the recruiting process?
Well, that's really an ongoing or year-round process. We have a lot of schools that we've had relationships for many years in the past, but always getting a lot more college coaches or college players, I should say, to come in. So that's really ongoing, getting these connections and seeing how these players can perform at this level. If they can play at the NECBL, they have a good shot of really, hopefully getting signed with a major league team. We're, very competitive, very similar to the Cape Cod League. This is ongoing with the college coaches.
Sure, really, it's almost year round.
Correct. Always making sure there's another up and coming player coming up. There might be a player, say in the fall, that maybe didn't have the best fall season, but is really excelling in the spring season. So I do get a lot of emails and phone calls and texts to try to push this player. That's kind of a late bloomer, I should say. So we do get that a lot.
These are kids who basically play almost year round. And that's kind of what it takes.
Pretty much. If you look at what, if they do get signed, they're playing, over 100 games. So they've already played a good 50 to close to 60 games already with their college teams, depending if they've extended into the tournament. And then they're going to play 44 games with us too. So almost like a MLB season, getting close to it.
Special promotions on the schedule. Perhaps you would like to share at this time.
Yeah, so we have something new this year. It's we have if the Bay Sox win, you win. So every Tuesday's home game, if the Bay Sox win, we're going to give another free admission ticket to everyone in the ballpark for an upcoming game. So that's going to start on
Tuesdays.
Tuesdays. Yeah. So it starts on Tuesday, June 11th, and it continues through July 23rd. So when the Bay Sox win, as you leave the park after that win, and everyone's happy and cheerful, we'll pass out another general admission ticket that you can attend another game any day you'd like on a home game. Mm-hmm. So we have that. We also run a bingo night, which is on July 11th. That's it's really great. We have a cash prize for that as well. So that's one of the programs, and we also do a reading program, but it's really not scheduled in to our regular season. But we do that before the season starts, where a lot of players go into the local elementary schools from New Bedford, Dartmouth, Fairhaven, Acushnet, Westport, Fall River, and they read to the students. So that's right before the season starts as well. So we really want to give back to the community with that.
So one of the main reasons for your appearance here today is really the need for host families. New Bedford Bay Sox players need a place to stay while they're in New Bedford for the summer, and there are still some host families needed, maybe not as many as there were a couple of weeks ago, but you still need some help there.
Yes, that's correct. We definitely chopped down that number. About a month ago, we were in the need of 8 host families, and we've knocked that down to needing about 2 more now. For the next, say, week and a half before these players arrive. So I just want to thank the community for really reaching out to us and, helping them support these players. But we're still in need for a couple of more host families right now.
And if someone's interested, where should they, how should they go about
they can contact 1-855-BaySox1, or they can go onto our website as well, too. That'll connect them to my direct line as well, too. 81855-BaySox1 would be the contact for that.
Okay, and the website is nbbaysox.com. nbbaysox.com. What's required of host families?
So really, it's really opening their hearts and their homes to these players. We provide the players their game meals at the end of every game, whether they're home or away. So really just maybe not necessarily a bed, because we can provide beds if you have a space. It's mostly a space that we're needing in someone's house, and maybe some breakfast, some lunch for the players. And then, like I said, we take care of the lunch. The host families do receive a season pass to all games, not just to the Bay Sox games, but for any game in the NECBL. So if they're traveling to Newport, for the day, or they're going up to Keene and they want to catch, NECBL game, the Bay Sox may or may not be playing that night, but with their host family pass, it gets them into that game as well free. So that's one of the perks for that as well too. So, and
there's some other benefits too. I think that people may not realize. You're making probably a friend for a lifetime that someday could be in the major leagues.
Yes, absolutely. A lot of these host families are still in contact with their former Bay Sox players. Sending Christmas cards sometimes, going to weddings, births of children right now as the years go on, going into 11th season. So this is a great connection. Whether you have kids or not, this is still a great connection. I've hosted 2 players last summer and going to be hosting again, and I really enjoy it. I understand what the host families go through, and it's a great great experience for me and the players as well too.
You're listening to Townsquare Sunday. I'm Jim Phillips. My guest is Tammy Silvera, the general manager of the New Bedford Bay Sox. When players are recruited, do you have certain players that are targeted, or it doesn't get that specific?
Yeah, so there's times that we're looking at particular players that we're looking for, to fill in our needs as well. So we'll contact those college coaches and looking for particular players. And some of those players, may not be ready to play in our league right away. And so we'll, put them, just keep an eye on them and maybe pick them up for the following season. But there are some players that we're really looking into. And then there's, a number of players that we talk to the coaches and see if they're ready to play in our league. The last thing we want is a player to come in here and not really, have their skill set ready to play in our league. We don't want them to fail, or that would kind of put everyone at a compromise. So we make sure that we keep that connection and that communication open with that college coach for a number of reasons. Whether that pitcher comes in and they're allowed X amount of innings to pitch, we want to make sure that they're staying healthy as well too. So,
how active is Pat Connor, the man who brought the Bay Sox to New Bedford?
Yeah, Pat's great. Pat's still active with the Bay Sox. He's on our board of directors. Have kind of stepped back a great deal with the team, but he's still involved with the team to some extent. I
was interested to see on your website he's listed as the most valuable consultant.
He's been with baseball for a number of years. He does a great job at his Little Fenway project or foundation, I should say, in Essex, Vermont, with the Travis Roy Foundation, and he's been around baseball for years. So he's a great guy, very resourceful. I call him for a number of questions that I have. So
sure.
Great guy.
Absolutely. How is the business end going? Attendance for the Bay Sox was an issue the early years. I know it's improved. I wonder how much. And did we see improvement last year when you kind of didn't have a great season?
Yeah, so we just definitely thank our fans for coming out, and it's improved over the years as well. I think maybe to our promotions, I think more and more people are hopefully, understanding that we do have a collegiate baseball team in New Bedford, and there's a lot of people that still don't. So, getting the word out is just a key factor here, and giving a great product that we can put on the field at very inexpensive prices. $5 for general admission to get into a ball game is, you can't beat that for a family night at the park.
Can't.
I'm not sure what you can get for $5 now.
That's right. Yeah, I was going to say not much you get for $1 now, but
yeah.
Even $5 is not much you can get. But winning cures all, doesn't it?
It seems to. It seems to. So hopefully, we'll add up a lot of W's this season, and make the playoffs, and and take it from there.
Making the playoffs, though, there's some downside to that. Sometimes players leave early. They want to.
Yeah, we try to shy away from that. So they've signed the contract with us since the beginning when the season starts till the end of our last game. So we don't plan on having any players leave at the end unless there's an injury, obviously, that they have to attend to and get the right medical attention. But besides that, our players will be here through the beginning till the end of our last game.
Okay, and again, 44 game schedule. It begins on June 6th in Newport.
Ocean State.
Ocean State.
We're away for 2 days.
Okay.
We open up with Newport.
All right. And then on the 8th of June is their first home game, opening day in New Bedford. That's with Newport.
Correct.
Okay. And host families still needed for the 2019 team. Again, where can people go to get more info about the Bay Sox and host families?
They can go into our website, nbbaysox, like I said, .com, or they can go on. They can call our number 855-BAYSOX1 to get more information about our team, host families, any information that they would like to support the Bay Sox.
Now, for those who don't know, Tammy Silvera, you had a outstanding softball career, right?
That's correct.
At New Bedford High School.
Yeah, I didn't expect this.
And but now playing is one thing. Running a business of baseball is quite another thing.
Yeah,
you've learned that, I bet, huh?
Yeah, it's very challenging. It's a year-round job, believe it or not. It's not just the 2 months. It's a year-round job. I enjoy it. I like the challenge. I'm excited for it. I get to meet a lot of great people, from fans to sponsors to players, to meet these host families. It's great. It's great. It's a year-round job.
Yeah.
Non-paid.
Yeah. Wow. But it's a job you enjoy, though.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's one of those. It's a dream job. It's great to be involved with baseball. So
And in your hometown.
Exactly. Yeah, in my hometown too.
New Bedford Bay Sox, again, they open their season June 6th on the road. Opening day in New Bedford is June 8th. It's a good take, $5, Paul Walsh Field, and baseball is back. My guest has been Tammy Silvera, General Manager of the New Bedford Bay Sox. Good luck.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Okay. Townsquare Sunday returns in just one moment.